I was just running some errands. I pull up to the bank. Excuse my language. I'm going to try not to cuss at all, but I'm pretty fired up. I was pulling up to the bank, and I'm driving one of my favorite cars. It's an Audi R8. Super cool car. My dream car, honestly. And I pull up. I hop out. I start going to the bank, and this guy's kind of walking by, and he looks at me. He goes, F you and your white privilege. And he goes, F and white people. So I look at him, and I don't get angry. I look at this as an opportunity. Like, this is a guy that's obviously got some sort of pain in his life. Something's going on, either currently or has gone on, that caused him to have that reaction, not having any idea who I am, what I'm about, what's going on. He just sees me hopping out of a fancy car. So I walk up to him, and I go, yeah, I got some white privilege. You want to hear about it? And he goes, yeah, tell me. And you got to imagine, by the way, he's like a 6'4", or 6'5" black guy, like a big dude. So I get up in his space a little bit. I go, yeah, I got the kind of white privilege to where my dad and my mom split up when I was about 2.5 years old. And he leaves. I don't see him for almost 30 years until I go look him up. And I spent my entire childhood, young adult, and most of my adulthood wondering what I did wrong as a kid to cause my dad not to come around anymore. And I lived without a father figure for a really long time. So yeah, I got that kind of white privilege. I also have the kind of white privilege where I don't have any formal education after a high school diploma. So yeah, I got that kind of white privilege too. I said, oh yeah, let me tell you, my half-brother's white privilege. Same mom, different dad. The stepdad that ended up raising me most of my childhood ended up being an alcohol abusive guy. Caused my brother, in my brother's world, to go run away, join a gang, in and out of prison dozens of times, living mostly on the streets, getting shot in the middle of the freaking street, partially paralyzing his legs, from further complications lead him to have an amputated leg and a prosthetic right now. That's the kind of white privilege I have. Sound familiar at all? And he's literally just staring at me. And he goes, my dad left too when I was a young age. And I go, I bet there's a lot of us out there like that. I said, but your history, your past, does not determine your future. You need to hang around with people that don't have a common past as you, but has a common future as you. So let me ask you a question. You walk around mostly with a chip on your shoulder, mostly angry, because obviously you were angry a minute ago when you just told me to F off. And he said, yeah. I said, I bet you access anger pretty easily. He goes, yeah. I go, you know why? Because we were lied to. Me too. Me too. I had got the same lie as you. I was told that all I had to do was be successful, get the hot wife, get the money in the account, get a cool car, get a great job, whatever it was, then I'll be happy. And we got a lot of people running around chasing happiness. And you know what I found out? Happiness comes first, because I was happy when I had nothing. I figured out a way to have happiness when I had nothing. And you know why? Because I realized that the universe doesn't owe me a frickin' thing. There's not one. I don't matter at all. And we all don't matter equally. The universe doesn't owe me anything. So because I have that belief, I woke up every day knowing I owe the universe everything. I owe the people around me the absolute best me. That's how I contribute. And that's how you can become successful, when you have the happiness and the willingness to show gratitude and give to other people, not sling hate at a stranger just because they have a nice car. That's not going to get you anywhere. I said, what are you searching for right now? And he said, honestly, I'm looking for a job. I said, how do you pay your bills right now? And he goes, I get checks, I go, from the government? And he goes, yeah, from the government. I go, the government's not paying you that. I go, you know where the money's coming from? It's coming from the Mexican dude that was just working on a job site I was at, who is here legally paying taxes so he can send money back to his family. That's who's paying your rent. It's the 40-year-old nurse working a double shift, taking a nap between shifts so she can be on point to help the people in the waiting room that she's got to deliver some bad news to. That's who's paying your rent. It's coming from the 22-year-old single mom with 2 kids working double jobs so she can put food on the table, paying her taxes, paying her fair share to pay your rent. How does that make you feel? That's who's paying your freaking rent. And I needed him to understand really how the world works. There is no free rides out there. There's no, money just doesn't come out of the sky, doesn't just come from anywhere. It comes from everybody else. So if you're accepting that money, just know where it's coming from. Don't lie to yourself. See, people like this guy have been lying to himself for way too long, giving himself a BS story that the world owes him something. He's not going to be anything in the future because he had a rough past, and it's all a bunch of BS. And yet we do that, and the people around ourselves, people around us, allow us to do that too. It is a lie, you guys. It is a lie. We all have the equal ability to be happy. Doesn't matter what's going on around us. We have the equal ability to discern what's happening to us, give it its unique meaning that causes happiness or causes growth to do something awesome in the future. That's what I wanted for this man. And I said, by the way, what kind of job are you looking for? You know, we started talking about what he's looking for. And he goes, a management job. I said, what makes you think that you deserve a management job? What about a regular job? He goes, I want to be a manager. I go, cool. Let me test you real quick. How many management jobs have you had in the past? He goes, well, no, but I've been an assistant manager before. I said, good. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's truly awesome. I said, but you never had a management job before. He goes, no. I said, well, what makes you think you deserve one? He starts giving me the line. I go, no, hold on a second. I go, let me test you again. How many books have you read on management in the last week, month, 6 months, year? He said, 0. I said, okay. How many seminars have you been to? How many classes have you taken? How many webinars have you looked up online about management skills or leading people or running a business? And he admitted he had been to 0. I said, you don't have a management job because you don't have the management skills. Stop lying to yourself that you deserve a management job if you don't have the skills. I said, go get a job, any job. Start getting that momentum. Start getting that satisfaction of earning a paycheck on your own, getting up with a purpose. I said, why you get that income coming in? Then you go buy those books. Then you go to those seminars. Then you go to those webinars. Then you impress your boss. Then you work your way to a management job. Then when you earn that management job, it's going to make you feel so good. So right now, don't go look for a management job. If you don't got those management skills, don't lie to yourself. Don't have the 40-year-old nurse pay your rent. Don't have the immigrant. Don't have the 22-year-old single mom pay your rent. You pay your rent. You earn your fair share, because then you get to walk around with some pride. Doesn't matter what kind of job you have. You take care of your business. He admitted he had a couple of kids. I go, be a leader for those boys. Show them what a man is like. Don't do what your dad did to you. Don't use that as an excuse. I go, if you're going to blame your dad for all the shitty things that happened in your life, then you also got to blame him for all the good things too. You got to blame him for teaching you to be independent, right? You got to blame him for the good thing. If you're going to blame something for the bad stuff, you can't stop there. You also got to blame those pains or those people that dissed you in life for all the good things too that have happened in your life, because they earn that blame too. So at that point in time, and I'm way condensing this down. I'll just tell you this. We ended up hugging. Okay? He went from telling me to F off to us hugging. And then I tell him what? I said, I'm not going to give you anything today. I'm not going to give you any money. I'm not going to give you any other advice. I said, but I'm going to give you my phone number, and you can call me. If you need to know what books to read, you ask me. If you need to know how to interview for a job, you ask me. I'm not giving you that today. You're going to have to follow up with me, and we'll see what happens. I was changed by that interaction. It reminds me of a lot of things in life that that just come out sometimes. But I just want you to know that we all don't matter, and all we owe the world is our best selves. And hopefully that man can find his best self, and I bet the world will be better for it.